What's going on, fellas? Just got done running. I do hit cardio, so I just did that, got that done. Now I'm on my way to go see my mother. It's a 2.5 hour drive I have in front of me right now, but she's not doing very well, so we have to go see her. Guys, before I start the video, I just want to give you guys a little bit of taste of what freedom looks like, of what freedom feels like. You know, we talk about peace, quiet, and freedom all the time in the Red Pill community, right? Coach Greg Adams talks about it all the time in pretty much all of his videos. But just to give you guys an idea in my own life, today is a Sunday. I woke up around 11 o'clock this morning, and then I went out on a run, came back, ate my first meal, and now we're driving 2 hours away. I don't have anybody in my life nagging and complaining. Any family members, any friends, any girlfriend, any chick complaining that, hey, you're not spending more and more time with me, right? I'm doing what I please. I woke up at 11 o'clock. For those of you guys who are in a relationship, wake up at 11 o'clock with your girlfriend and see how pissed off she gets. You know why? Because when she wakes up at that early in the morning, she wants to go to the farmer's market. She wants to go to the nearest mall. She wants to go to the nearest event. She wants to go to brunch. Bruh, I just woke up and I went out on a run. I didn't have to explain myself to anybody why I'm going on a run this late, why I'm eating my first meal this late. Nobody. And guys, another quick example of freedom. I'm gonna put my phone down here. Sorry, it's just a different angle this time because my arm's gonna get tired if I keep holding my phone up. Just another quick example of freedom. I'm on my early 20s. I'm driving this piece of crap Toyota Corolla right now. It has 195,000 miles. And why? Because I had two Mustangs before this. One of them was a GT, one of them was a V6. I used to race the GT. I had two motorcycles. I sold all of them because the money that I was making, I knew that this had to be invested in my own life for the future. I was smart enough at a very, very early age to not waste my money anymore. So instead of buying toys, I started putting those money towards my college tuition. Now I have zero college debt, and I'm about to graduate next year with an engineering degree. Gonna make, starting off, at least $70K at a very early 20-year-old person. How many of you guys are on that boat? Why was I able to do it? Because I'm free. I'm free. Fellas, I know what the taste of freedom looks like. This is freedom. I don't have a whole lot of car payments. And also on top of that, I'm a landlord. I have a house, I have tenants. I'm living rent-free. This is freedom, fellas. I don't have to worry about any rent money. I don't have to worry about car payments. I don't have to worry about a bunch of payments that you guys making because you want to flex. Go out and flex on people just to get girls. Instead of investing that time and that money and that energy in your early 20s or even in your late 20s into building something that's going to last a lot longer than your quick flexing here and there. Anyways, now let's talk about simps. You know, what's a simp? I've mentioned this in my previous videos before. I made a video talking about simps before, so you guys can go check it out. I think I named it What Makes You a Simp. So, but just to refresh the knowledge, what's a simp? In my own 2 cents, I think a simp is somebody who pedestalizes women. Plain and simple. No other way to put around it. No other way to go around it. Now, if you're in a life or death threatening situation like that, and you're pedestalizing a woman, which is very rare and weird, like I don't know why you'd be in a situation like that where you have to pedestalize a woman to not die. That's a different story. But for the most part, we already know why guys pedestalize women, because they're trying to get some. They're trying to get some action in the bedroom. That's a simp. And guys, y'all simps are literally ruining the whole entire game for everybody. How? Let me explain. Last weekend, I went out to the clubs. I don't really go out that often. I go out maybe 2 to 3 times a year. Why? Because I would rather spend my Friday and Saturday night sitting at home doing something more productive. Even if I'm not doing anything, even if I'm just sitting home by myself, I would rather be listening to podcasts, meditating, podcasts on real estate, podcasts on red pill knowledge, podcast on engineering stuff. I'm taking some summer classes right now. I'm learning this new software called Katia. I'm learning about that. So there's a lot of things I can keep myself occupied with. That's what I would rather do on Fridays and Saturday nights. So I went out last weekend, and part of the other reason why I went out, I just wanted to see if I'm still in the game, if I still have my game left in me. And guys, I was getting choosing signals right and left. Like, I'm not trying to brag here, but guys, I take care of my body. I have a six-pack. I bench, what? I don't know, like 250, 260 right about now. I weigh only around 180. I squat over 300 pounds. Well, not squat, but I used to because I tore my ACL. That would be lying to you guys. I deadlift well over 350 pounds. Squat, I don't know, I haven't maxed out in squats, but I know the number is at least over 250 because I can rep out with 225 on squats, easy. So I take care of my body, fellas, and it shows when I'm wearing nice clothes as well. You know, I don't go out and break my whole paycheck on flexing and buying lots of different clothes and jewelry and whatnot. I have the same set of clothes I've been wearing for a couple of years now. Why? Because I don't need to impress anybody. I have 2-3 sets of clothes that I wear when I go out, and the rest of it is just casual clothes, or rest of it is casual clothes at home, and the other ones is just gym clothes, gym tanks and whatnot. So no, I bought those a few years back, and I'm not going every other month to go shopping and buying a bunch of stuff just to impress women, and just so that they give me the ass. Again, it's not just the act of simping that makes you a simp, it's the mindset. So when your mindset is not ready, you're always gonna be simping. So when you tell yourself, you know what, I don't really care if I have a Versace suit on, or a Rolex watch on, or if I just have some clothes from Walmart. I know what I'm worth, and I'm gonna go talk to girls just of how I am. I'm not gonna try to trick them into thinking that I'm somebody who I'm really not. I'm going to show them who I really am. And if they accept it, cool. If they're not, that's cool too. I don't really care. It doesn't really bug me at all. That's the type of mindset you guys need to have. But Simps, what do they do? This is what I saw what they did last weekend when I went out. Including the dude I went out with. I'm not going to call him my friend anymore because of what happened at the end of the night. We're not friends anymore. But anyways, they are, including my friend, they are buying chicks drinks right and left. Guys, these girls have been in quarantine for 2 months. They're ready to give it up to you. All you have to do is just talk and not say some weird stuff and look somewhat presentable. That's it. And on top of that, you're still simping. Are you kidding me? And you're not getting any action. Those guys didn't get any action. They're just jumping from one group of girls to another group of girls to another group of girls. I walked past this group one time, and I heard that this guy was telling some girl in that group that, hey, next time you need somebody to take your pictures on Instagram, let me know. I'll do it for free for somebody so beautiful like you. I'm like, what? Are you out of your mind, dude? You bought a $1,600 camera for photographing, and you're gonna give her free service because she's good looking? Guys, that's unacceptable. This is why females are acting the way they are today in this world. This is why they are walking all over us. We don't have a backbone. We're literally giving everything they want from us without anything in return. And this is where they get this notion of deserve. This is why they say, oh, I deserve a good man when she looks overweight as AF. I don't want to curse. This is why they have this entitled mentality, where they think they can have it all. No, you can't, baby girl. It doesn't work like that. And it's because of us guys who are doing this. You know, feminism is a giant SHIT test, and we're failing as a whole. Us males are failing as a whole. We're failing this SHIT test, feminism, every single day. Guys, these girls are getting bombarded with DMs and comments and likes. Just, if you're double tapping somebody's picture, just know that's a hit of drug to her. And that drug is called attention. We all know that, right? So, you don't even have to DM her. You don't have to leave a comment. Even if you're just double tapping her pictures, fellas, it's very thirsty. Why are you liking her pictures? She knows why you're liking it. She knows that if she poses showing a little bit more cleavage, if she pops her booty out a little bit more, she's gonna get more likes. She knows it all. She knows guys are gonna fall for that thirst trap. That's what we call it. We call it a thirst trap. And that's why she keeps doing it. Day in and day out, same type of pictures, over and over again. This is why I say, if you want to really get to know a girl, just go through her Instagram. You'll be able to figure out pretty quick what type of girl she is. Because all these girls are doing the basic ass posts, and they're all basic ass chicks. And we are just eating it all up. OnlyFans, fellas. Seriously, OnlyFans? You can literally go to Pornhub and watch it for free. Why are you on OnlyFans? What is the difference? Somebody please leave a comment down below in the comment box explaining what the difference is in OnlyFans versus Pornhub. It's a girl on your phone screen showing her private parts, getting ramrodded by other guys, playing with herself. Same exact thing. The girl might look different, but there's different type of girls in Pornhub too. So somebody please explain to me, what's the difference between OnlyFans and Pornhub? When you can get it for free, why are you paying for it? You think you're going to get some from her just because you're giving her money? Fellas, they lose all respect as soon as you bring out the paper and show it to them and give it to them. They don't want a guy who gives them money like that. They want a guy who has the money and who is able to use it in his own life. The guy who offers her the lifestyle. The guy who has a lifestyle set up. That's the type of guy she wants to be around. Not the guys who's throwing money at her. This is why you see at the strip clubs, the strippers barely ever go home with these guys. They have other plans set up after they get off with the guys who they really view as alpha. This is very, very, very beta when you give money like that to girls, fellas. Then what did I see? After these guys buy these chicks drinks, as soon as they pay for it, the chicks walk away. As soon as they pay for it. Maybe they might stick around for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, but they're gone. They're going to talk to some other guy. How are you guys not picking this up? There's so much red pill information out here. And this is why you're ruining the game for everybody else. Because girls like that, who are 4s, 5s, and 6, because those are the girls who are getting hit on by the most amount of guys. Because guys, when they look at a low-hanging fruit, a girl who's a 4, 5, or a 6, they think that, oh, she's approachable because she doesn't look as good, so she's not gonna be as rude as somebody who's a 9 or a 10. Completely wrong. Yeah, I understand that the 9 or a 10 might have a bitch face, a resting B face. But why are you assuming stuff? Just go talk to her. That's all you have to do. For the most part, these girls who don't have a resting B face, the 4, 5s, and 6, they're more of a B's, bitches, than the girls who are 9s and 10s. Why? Because they are tired of guys approaching them, and they're tired of getting hit on. The 9s and 10s are not getting hit on as much as these girls who don't look as good. I'm talking about in person. 9s and 10s obviously get way more DMs and likes on their pictures on Instagram and Tinder matches. But I'm talking about in person. Guys just don't have the balls to do that. That's why these girls are more approachable than the 4s, 5s, and 6s. So when these girls are seeing that guys will do anything, go above and beyond, and they're getting bombarded. And even though I said that these girls don't get as many DMs as the girls who are hot, their DMs are still flooded. So that just shows you how many DMs the hot girls are getting, right? So when a girl, doesn't matter where she falls on the scale, unless she's like a 2 or a 3, very, very unattractive, at the lowest level of the low level girl, unless she's that ugly or that fat, she knows she has options. She knows that guys are here just pedestalizing her, calling her queens, giving her all sorts of free compliments, offering her to take her to different places, to vacations and trips. She knows it all. And that's why when a high value man comes in her life, she doesn't care about losing this man. Because in her bird brain head, she thinks that this high value man is just another person on just another number in my phone, in my contact list. This is why we have channels like Alpha Male Strategies, Trip Advice, because these guys are teaching you guys how to show high value to these women. Because these women don't know if you're high value or not. She just looks at you just another number. And that's why we have to play these mind games, these tricks and use these tips to show her that yeah, we are high value, so she actually prioritizes us more than the other guys. But none of this would have happened, none of this problem would have existed if you beta simps out there weren't doing the things you were doing. These girls wouldn't have this false sense of entitlement. They would have heard no multiple times in their life. Some girls, there's so many girls out there, they never even heard the word no in their entire life, because they're pretty, that's why. And we let them get away with whatever they want to do just because they're pretty. So if these beta simps, including their fathers is where it starts from at the house. If they just stop doing this, these girls wouldn't have lived in a parallel universe. They wouldn't have thought so highly of themselves, because it's us who's giving them this ego boost, who's inflating their ego like this. We're the reason why they have an overinflated ego. And we're not stopping. I mean, I'm glad to see that more and more men are waking up to this red pill information. And hopefully in the next 20 years or so, this feminist movement is going to turn around. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. If you do, let me know. But this needs to stop, fellas. We need to have some sort of backbone. We need to stand up for ourselves. And we need to walk away. If we see any sign of effery, any sign of playing games with us, if you ask her out and she says, I don't know, we'll see, I don't know you. Girl, the only reason why I asked you out is so that we can get to know each other. We can hang out and spend time, right? So yeah, before that, you're not going to get to know me. You're not going to know me. Oh no, we're going to talk for a couple of weeks and then I'll get to know you a little bit. No, baby girl. No, sweetheart. It doesn't work like that. Me talking to you for that 2 weeks over the phone is giving my free validation and attention to you. And that's currency. That attention comes with a cost. I'm not just going to give it away for free. You out of your mind, girl? Get out of here. And guys, you'll be surprised that how many girls are also out there who will go out with you if you ask her out the first time. There's tons of them out there. You just have to find them. That's it. The longer you waste your time with somebody who is not giving you the time of their day, who's playing mind tricks with you, who's playing mind games with you, the longer you give your free validation to them, your free attention to them, the longer you text them or call them, the longer you wait to get to know somebody or to meet the person who actually values you or who actually is down to get along with your program. That's what I figured out from my own personal experience. Because the time and energy that you're spending on somebody who's not into you, because guys, this is what it really did. This is what it really boils down to, is her interest level. If she's telling you, I don't know, we'll see, playing wishy-washy, that means she doesn't have as high of an interest as somebody who just says, yeah, sure, we'll hang out this weekend. Or yeah, sure, I'll go out with you. The first time you ask her, she tries to make things happen. That's just it. That's just based on interest level, right? How much interest she has in you. So the longer you spend chasing after this girl, the more time and energy you're wasting that you could have spent or put into somebody who actually is interested in you. And the longer you do this after girls who really doesn't care about you, who really doesn't like you, the more mental sanity you're losing, the more insane you're gonna get, the more frustrated you're gonna become, the more angry you're gonna get at women. This is why I only have a 1-strike rule. I said that, 2-strike rule. Sometimes, depend on the girl. If a girl is really hot, I might give her another chance. Also, it depends on how she's being responsive to me. How responsive is she towards me? If she's one-wording me or not, right? If she at least puts in some sort of effort, like, hey, how are you? Or if I ask her a question, she asks another question back to me, I'll give her a second chance. But for the most part, I just have a 1-time strike rule. If I ask her one time and she says no, or she doesn't give me a rain check, or she pulls some sort of bullcrap, she starts playing wishy-washy, I put the ball in her court, I say, all right, hit me up when your schedule opens up. And I just leave it at that. I move on. That's what's called having a backbone, fellas. We need to stop simping for these women. Otherwise, you're always going to be frustrated and hitting your head on the wall. Hope this video made sense. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video to your friends. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.